Okay, hi everyone. Thanks a lot for joining this ambassador call. Great to see you guys again. And we recently had a one-on-one call for all the ambassadors, but today I will be giving you an overview about the new program as well as updates regarding Astar and Shaded Network. I will share my screen for this. I hope you can see my screen. I think so. So thanks everyone for joining the ambassador call for July. I will share a little bit of updates around our ecosystem. This should be deleted. It's not necessary. Okay, so we rebranded Plus Network into Astar Network. We became the third Parachain on Kusama with over 137,000 KSM and over 7,000 participants. So that was really a great success for us. For the rollout of Shaded Network, I will show you our roadmap in a minute. We also had great news, so we joined our Crypto Climate Accord. This is actually to strengthen our approach in becoming carbon neutral. We also received a new Web3 grant for Eski Planck. Sota will share an article about this, I think this weekend or on Monday. And then we are now working on the final developments of Dusty 5. Dusty 5 is the upgrade of our testnet with proof of stake, where we can test everything about our collateral. dApp staking will be later on enabled as well. And Mario is working on this and he's making great progress. So soon we will start with testing everything on Dusty, about adding collateral, adding new validators in our network, and want to make it very stable before launching it on Shaded Network. I will now have a quick talk about the roadmap. Do you see the roadmap or you still see the presentation? I'm not so sure.
I see the roadmap.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Luca. So, so we have here phase 1. Everything is finished here. So we became the Parachain of Kusama, and now we are actually working on phase 2 for the Parachain collaterals as well. So this is everything that we will be working on, and it will also be going in this order. As you can see, for enabling balance transfers, we are here at phase 5, as well as distributing the PLO rewards is on step 3. So it still takes some time before we can distribute the tokens to the participants. This is mainly because we want to make sure that the network is stable enough before moving forward, before sending out all the token distributions and so on. Like you saw with Akala and Moonriver during the first phases, they also had some problems with doing some upgrades. It's still possible. It's also can be happening with Shaded Network. If we are doing some updates, the block production will stop or have some bugs. So that's why we will do the token distribution a little bit later, as well as the smart contract phase, where we will enable this to add smart contracts into Shaded Network. So for the moment, we still recommend our partners as well as future projects to first test everything out in Dusty. So a lot of projects are contacting us for launching their project on Shaded, but we always recommend them, and that's something that you also can do to future developers. Please use Dusty, because actually Dusty is everything is in place there and they can use everything. And if it works on Dusty, it will work on Shaded. But it's very important for developers and projects to first go into Dusty before launching it on Shaded. And the last phase for phase 2 is the dApp staking. So this will also be the place where the smart contract for you guys will be deployed for testing everything out. So the first smart contract for dApp staking will be the ambassador program. Then in phase 3, we have the integrations of XCMP and the Zenlink and so on. But this is a very important phase 2. So we hope everything will run smoothly. And we understand that the community is very anxious about having those tokens. They really want to have the tokens. They really want to see it on exchanges and so on and so on. But it takes time to get the stable network built, and it's very important to do this slowly instead of rushing things, because we are actually one of the first on Kusama, so everything is new for all the projects now, so we have to be careful that everything will be going very smooth. Okay, great. Now I will be talking a little bit. Oh, Sota, do you have anything to add about the ecosystem in case I forgot something to say to the ambassadors?
Yeah, we have a crowdcast on Monday, 8 p.m. In Dubai, so which is the 4 p.m. UTC. So we are going to talk about our roadmap, milestone, and also how to claim token, etc. There are a lot of questions regarding like token distribution, so we have to make it clear. And also, I'm writing an article about Web3 Foundation grants. So we got number 6 grants or number 7 grants, and we are going to implement zero knowledge from basically zero knowledge in a proof on Polkadot. Yep.
Thank you. So that's very important also to share the community as soon as the article is ready. We are now at 7 grants from Web3 Foundation. This is still the highest from if you compare to other projects in the ecosystem. So we are very glad that we received the 7th grant, and we hope that we can deliver it very soon about the Zkey Plonk. More information about this will be shared in the article about this Zkey. Okay, then I would like to talk about the ambassador program. I recently had a one-on-one call with everyone here about the new program, and I've talked about your commitment and just had an informal talk with you. So some slides that you will see now here can be familiar, but I will explain more at the end, because at the end it's more important for you guys. So we are on the lookout for active members of the community to help and support the ecosystem, and actually to help and promote and raise awareness of Astar Network. And that's very important because we are building together the future of Astar Network, and that's why we need you guys to help us. We are very busy with everything on the back end, like getting the articles ready, working on the marketing as well as on the development side. So we have little or less time to have great connections with the community, and that's why we also want your support to help us with this. We have highly appreciate all your work that you already do in your local communities, as well as Tiger and others are doing in our official channel. Thanks a lot. We really need you guys to help us ask the same questions that are asked every day to be answered, and it's very important. Like people are, or the community is sometimes a little bit lazy about searching for the answers themselves. So if we can stay polite and help them as good as possible, it's always better for the community to be very supportive of their questions, even though it's asked 10 minutes before. And I understand it can be really frustrating. So thanks a lot for all your patience as well in helping us answering those questions. Everyone here has applied to the ambassador program. This was actually just for us to make sure that we have all the information about where you guys live, what is your experience in the blockchain, because we will use your skills more and more. And based on this form that you guys filled in, I know a lot more about the connections you have in the blockchain, and also the skills you have, like writing in Spanish or having connections with the Spanish. I have great websites, or have a lot of experience with the communities and so on. So for us, it's a great help to know more about you guys. And it was a pleasure for everyone to meet you one-on-one. It was a laugh, and we had great fun during those sessions. So it was great to meet you guys like this. This I already explained about the expectations and the criteria to join. We already had like over 7, almost 10 new applications for becoming an ambassador. This is still on hold for me to contact them, because I still want to make sure that the program that we are now building is solid and clear and so on. So as soon if everything is ready for contacting them, I will do that, and that will be more at the end of this month. The evaluation, that's also something I thought I talked with you guys. So we have a quarterly evaluation where we have a one-on-one every quarter, and this is all what we expect from you guys to join. But actually everyone here is already at this level that we value you guys a lot as an ambassador. I think I forgot one slide. Yeah, here. So the ambassador roles. So now everyone is still a candidate, but I will soon give you the status of an ambassador. And then for the senior ambassador, I explained this also on some calls we had, like the senior ambassador. This will be in a later phase of Astar Network, meaning that now we have Shaden launched, and everyone now here who is now a current ambassador will still have the status of an ambassador. As soon as Astar is launched as well, we will change the status of you guys who are now ambassador into senior ambassador, because actually you guys were here with us from the beginning, and we know that you guys have all the knowledge available that we expect from an ambassador. So senior ambassadors are actually those ambassadors who don't need to be educated by us, because you guys already have everything from the beginning on, and you know where you have to refer community members in case you have questions about smart contracts. You know who they have to contact in case you have questions about validators or smart contracts. So you guys know everything at this stage, and that is something that we appreciate a lot. So at the moment Astar Network is launched, you will become a senior ambassador, and all the new members will still stay as an ambassador and can also rank up into a senior ambassador. A regional head, this is something in the very long term. This is not for the first year, but this will be in the long term if the ecosystem has scaled a lot, expanded a lot, and more ambassadors will join the program, like it's now with Polkadot, for example. You have like the regional head of Europe, and everyone who from the ambassadors from, let's say, the Dutch, they will contact the regional head, and the regional head will stay in touch with the core team. And so this is something that you can rank up to in the long term of the Astar Network. Then what is the rollout for the program? So I will explain the first one later, create an ambassador council. Why I want to create an ambassador council, I had a talk with Alex about this, and other ones as well, because now you need to submit your contributions as an ambassador, and I think it's unfair for me alone or me and Sota to give you a score of what you did. So I want to create a council that's not only with team members but also with ambassadors, so we can have a talk to each other to see what scores we can give to certain tasks, to be very transparent about this. I also need to fine-tune the score for the own contributions and campaign contributions. We will deploy the ambassador smart contract on Shaden, that's through dApp staking. And the first new batch of new ambassadors will be enrolled later on at the end of the summer. Now we have different, I was thinking about how to submit tasks. So it's possible to do this with a form, like, I'm not sure if I have it here, like a form for the ambassador program, like a task submission, so you can enter your email and what you have done. Or we can create, like doing it on GitHub, where you as an ambassador can just create a new issue where you tell us what you have done as an ambassador. So this is transparent for everyone in the community to see. Or we would stay with using a form. So it's something that I want to discuss with you guys about how we want to share the contributions. Will we do this with a form where we, with the council, evaluate what you have done as an ambassador and give you some kind of score? Or should we make it transparent for everyone to see in GitHub, and we can give a score based on this? And I also want to know your thoughts about the council, how we should arrange the council, and also if you have any thoughts about the ambassador rewards, for example, through dApp staking. This is something that we can discuss now. And after the meeting, I will create a poll about how to submit your contributions. But for now, I want to know your opinion about how we can submit the contributions for the ambassadors. Talking about the contributions that you have done in the past, as well as what you are doing now, and what will the new ambassadors have to do to submit their submissions as well. What are your thoughts about the council and about the rewards through dApp staking? So please unmute yourself in case you have anything to say to help us to make this discussion and to make sure that we have the best ambassador program and most transparent and clear program for everyone to understand, because we need ambassadors to promote our ecosystem, and we want to do this with those who will do this with a lot of fun, so they know what they have to do, they know how they will be rewarded. Yeah, and I need your thoughts about this, so please feel free to share them with me. Thank you.
Yeah, I want to ask about that the ambassador contract.
Right, President.
Hello?
Sorry. Yeah,
Who's
I will
talking
ask.
first?
No, it was Alex. Okay, go ahead, Tiger. Toga, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So the other day you were talking about the ambassador contract. Yeah? So does that mean that each of the ambassador has their contract that somebody can stake tokens, so the ambassadors can earn dApp staking?
No, there will be one smart contract, and that smart contract will be called the ambassador smart contract, and users can nominate that contract, but we as Shaden will also nominate that contract, so there will still be some block rewards happening, and those block rewards will just be in that smart contract, and then we will distribute at end of each month or at the end of every quarter. We will see how it goes. We will send those block rewards based on the scoring system about the things that you have done in that month, and based on that contributions that you have did in the past, we will give you that amount of block rewards. But for now, it's still a little bit uncertain how much block rewards it will be. So it's still for us something that we need to see when it's released, and how we will do it. Yes.
So does that mean that users will be able to see our contribution when they go to the when they enter the portal? They can see the contribution by each ambassadors, and they can actually nominate on which ambassadors they want to stake.
No, that's not how we will do it, on which ambassador you want to stake. It's more like there's only one project smart contract, and we will distribute it on that contract. But what like you were saying, like about being transparent and the community can see your contributions, then I want to know how you feel about that, because that's important if you want to go with a form of going through GitHub. Because if you're going through GitHub, everyone can see the contributions from everyone. If we are using a form, it will be only for us, the council, and for the core team to see what you have done. So that's a discussion I want to make with you guys. Do you want to make everything public, or do we just do this with the group of ambassadors and that's it? So I'd like to hear your thoughts about this.
I don't mind.
Sorry.
I don't mind if the contribution is going public. Yeah, but then I think the community, the token holders, deserve to know what is going on. Eventually, it's going to be a DAO. So let the community vote on which ambassadors or which work they want to stake their tokens on.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Benjamin, you have something to say?
Yeah, thanks, Martin. I had this idea, I'm the tech-savvy guy, so I'm really up with the public thing because I think, yeah, it's all transparent. We are a community and everything. And what if we built a dApp and stake the contribution, store the contribution on chain via an extrinsic? Well, maybe for the future,
Yeah, of course. Of course, at the end, we have still our main goal is to become a DAO, and I think from the beginning on to be very transparent from the beginning. It can only benefit us in the long term when we are going for a DAO, because then if we start now with doing everything transparent and open for everyone, it will make it easier for the whole process of becoming a DAO. But it's still in a very early stage, though I understand it's still for some maybe, how do I say it, not what they used to do about making everything public. They just like to let the core team know what they have done, and that's it. So yeah, but I think going public and using GitHub for the contributions will benefit us in the long term. Also, people will get the hang out of will know how to use GitHub as well and see our developments on GitHub. Yeah. Anyone else has something to say? I'm looking
I've
forward
seen
to
Alex is writing in the chat actually. Maybe
yeah,
he can't speak or something.
we'll see. About Alex, but let's do a Google Calendar for calls. I wanted to add everyone in the Google Calendar, but I forgot about it. So I forgot about doing this last weekend. But in the next, it will be, I will make the meetings with Google Calendar with our CRM software and invite you guys to our CRM. And that's much easier for me because it's already all the email addresses are in place, but I will do this for sure. See, Alex, GitHub is okay. 3 rewards need to be not public, but open for ambassadors. Yeah, I was looking into this. I got the idea actually from BitCountry. BitCountry has an open ambassador. I've opened this here, like this is for BitCountry. They have the ambassador tasks and they do everything on their GitHub. As you can see here, all the contributions of the ambassadors are transparent and everyone can see what that person have done. And this is something that we can add text to it, like this was in translation, this was something free with an own contribution without tasks assigned from us. And they also have like a scoring system in place here and a ranking. And this is transparent for everyone to see because I am not an ambassador of BitCountry, but I'm able to see all the scoring of that ambassador. And I really like how they are handling this because it's very open and everyone can see like that guy, what has he done on Twitter, on Facebook, on Reddit, on LinkedIn. And yeah, I really like the way how they are handling it because they actually are making everything public and everything to yeah. So that's why I got the idea about using GitHub. And I really like using those tags as well, like to see what kind of contributions that person made. And yeah.
That is actually is a very good idea. The BitCountry thing, yeah.
Yeah, I also agree with you on that. Anyone else have something to say? Sota, what are your thoughts about doing the tasks? How do you see this?
Sorry, I was muted.
No
I think everything is good.
Okay, great.
And I'm really excited to see the ambassador program, the new ambassador program, and also dApps staking ambassador contract.
Cool, indeed. Yeah, me too. So for now about the council. So I will be in the council to tell which kind of score it is for every task submitted, but I cannot do this alone. So I really need some help from you guys as well. So if there's anyone who's interested in joining this council, please feel free to contact me, because we can then have some bi-weekly calls to make sure that everything is up to date regarding the contributions everyone is doing. Because I think at the end, if you are making this very transparent and open, that it's possible that others as well who are not an ambassador will do tasks for us without having the ambassador status. And I think at the end, those who are not ambassador are still able to get some kind of, maybe some kind of points in the leaderboard. So I think that will make our project more community driven, because everyone is making contributions to our ecosystem. So is anyone interested in joining the council, please feel free to contact me on Telegram, or send me an email. You can do this in DM and private for sure. And then we can have a discussion about how to create the best kind of reward system for our ambassadors. But I just want to remind every one of you here now at this call, we really appreciate all the work. You guys are with us for months now. And for us, you are one of the most important members of the community now, because you are the first contact, the first support for them. And that's something we really appreciate. And that's why we also want to add you as the first users of our smart contract through dApp staking, and also reward you in the long term with senior ambassador as well as regional heads. And like I was saying during the one-on-one calls, that we will do our best to give you guys the rewards that you deserve. And we hope that you will grab those chances as well. Another discussion we had during the one-on-one calls was the collator support for ambassadors. So we decided to offer ambassadors the role of becoming one of the first collators on Astar Network. During the first phase of Astar Network, we will onboard around 25-30 collators that are collators set up by you guys, but we will also work with service partners. I have contacts with some of you guys, like what do we have, like Iceberg Node, and we have Stake Node, as well as Promo Team. Those are service partners, so they will be added as well to a service channel on Discord, where we can have private discussions, technical discussions about the collators as well. And then there are also other seats available for collators, but that's also for service partners. That's for partners who are with us and offer other services as well. So we have partners who will also provide us API services and other infrastructure services, and those will be also added as a collator. They will have a chance to be a collator because they will offer not only support through their nodes, but also API services, RPC services, and so on. And we need those, and we want to offer them a spot as collator as well in our system, because they not only have a lot of experience, but also have the hardware in place to help us with this. So if you have any thoughts now or anything to say to add to this discussion, please feel free to share your thoughts. And no problem.
What is Zeki Plonk? Is that the privacy stuff?
Zeki Plonk is sorry. Go ahead, Sota.
Yeah, I can talk about prompts. Generally speaking, there are a lot of ZK systems such as ZK rollup, ZK snacks, ZK stacks, and the problem is the verification time is not constant, and we have to make how can I say, string the statement for every every environment. So if you are using another environment different from mine, you have to set up your original environment regarding the ZK Snack and ZK Stack. ZK Prompt is the new ZK system that allow people to verify transaction constantly. So verification time is constant. So this is one of the most important things. And another important thing is yeah, the original reference string can be used many times so that developer do not have to set up trusted environment for each circuit. Yeah, that one. Martin, could you go up? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Can you see what is ZK prompt?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, we are going to announce this. I'm going to share this link to you guys so you can check it. But the ZK prompt improves traditional existing problem of ZK Snark and ZK Stack.
Yeah, so
this is a little bit technical.
Yeah, indeed, it's very technical. So I recommend you to check out this article and check out the article on Disk Network because they created ZK Plonk. They have a very basic article about what is ZK Plonk and how it works. In case you are interested in technical stuff about this, feel free to go to Disk Network as well. We will share this next week, beginning next week, to the community. So we are now still reviewing this, but we are working on this, and we are hoping. Yeah, we have a grant for this as well from Web3 Foundation, so they see the value of this, and yeah. So like it's saying, the Plonk would be a core technology in terms of scaling and privacy solutions. That's actually the main part that you maybe should remember. If people are asking about what is ZK Plonk, like you can just say it's for scaling and for privacy solutions. So we will share this, and yes, anyone, and I saw another question in the chat about Rudy, and the Telegram is still Plasm official. Do we need to change it to the new one? And we are at the moment still waiting for this because there's a lot of links going to Plasm official now. But we will change this in the future. Yes, that's one of our plans to also rebrand our Telegram. But we have to make sure that the Plasm official channel is still owned by us at one point, because it's always possible others will use this name and start scamming people. So we need to be very careful for changing the Telegram. No problem for joining late, Jimmy. No problem at all. It's also recorded, so everyone who's missing this can see the recording. Thank you, Alex, that you will give me heads up. I see. Okay, cool. I saw all the questions in the chat. So if you have anything else that you want to share with us now through this ambassador call, unmute yourself. Otherwise, we are at the end. Okay, cool. I want to thank everyone for joining this call. If you have any questions, feel free to ping me or tag me on Telegram channel, as well as Sota for any questions. We're always there to support you guys. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for all the contributions that you have done. And let's build, yeah, Shaden and Astar ecosystem to be one of the biggest in the Polkadot ecosystem. So thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Martin. It's all clear. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Sota.
Bye-bye.